The phone rang. 2 a.m. Mira's heart jumped. Who would call at this hour? She fumbled for the phone. The screen flashed Mum, but Mum was gone, passed away a year ago. Fear, cold and sharp, gripped Mira. She hesitated, then answered. Hello? Silence. Then a voice, a whisper, like wind chimes in a storm. It was her mother's voice. Mira, help me. The line went dead. Mira stared at the phone, her blood turning to ice. This wasn't possible. It couldn't be. She checked the call log. Her mother's name, her mother's number. A wave of dizziness washed over her. She had to sit down. As she did, a soft ping announced a new voicemail. With trembling fingers, she pressed play. Mira, the voice whispered again, closer this time, more urgent. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. The message ended. Mira's breath caught in her throat. Fear, now mixed with a chilling curiosity, pulsed through her. Mira couldn't shake the feeling of unease. Her mother's voice, the cryptic message, it was all too much. She paced her living room, the phone clutched in her hand. What did it mean? Who could she trust? Suddenly her phone buzzed. A text message from her mother's number. The message read, I'm outside. Mira froze. Her heart pounded against her ribs. Terror threatened to overwhelm her. She crept towards the window, each step heavy with dread. Peering through the blinds, she scanned the street. The streetlights cast long, eerie shadows, and then she saw it. A figure, shrouded in darkness, stood at the edge of her yard. It was tall and slender, just like her mother. Mira's breath hitched. Was it really her or something else? The figure remained motionless, its gaze fixed on Mira's house. A cold sweat prickled her skin. She couldn't take her eyes off it. It was as if the shadows themselves were alive, wrapping around the figure like a macabre embrace. Then slowly it began to move. One step, then another, closer and closer to her house. Each step sent a fresh wave of terror through Mira. Her hand trembled so violently that she almost dropped her phone. Ding dong! The doorbell pierced the silence, its sound amplified in the stillness of the night. Mira jumped, her heart leaping into her throat. The figure was at her door. What should she do? Fear warred with curiosity. Part of her wanted to run, to hide, to pretend none of this was happening. But another part, a deeper, more primal instinct, urged her to confront the darkness. Taking a deep breath, Mira reached for the doorknob. Her hand shook uncontrollably. She hesitated for a moment, then with a sudden surge of courage threw open the door. Standing on her doorstep was a woman who looked exactly like Mira. Same long dark hair, same piercing blue eyes, same hesitant smile. The only difference was the expression in their eyes. Mira's were wide with terror, while her doppelgangers held a cold, unsettling amusement. Hello, Mira, the figure said, her voice a chilling echo of Mira's own. We need to talk. Before Mira could respond, her phone rang again. It was her own number flashing on the screen. With a trembling hand, she answered it. Her own voice, filled with urgency and fear, spoke from the other end. Mira, don't come home. It's not safe. It's not... The voice cut off abruptly, replaced by a chilling silence. The phone slipped from Mira's grasp and clattered to the floor. As darkness enveloped her, the last thing she saw was the chilling smile on her doppelganger's face, wider and more triumphant than ever.